Welcome to the Arcade Age exhibit here at the Cradle Aviation Museum, where we have over 50 playable arcade cabinets dating back from 1971 all the way through the 80s and into the early 90s. And we have over about 15 panels of information and facts covering the entire history of the arcade dating back to the 1950s here on Long Island. The Arcade Age exhibit is open on Saturdays and Sundays and during holiday school breaks. And we have 3 sessions per day, so a total of 6 sessions on the weekends, an 11 o'clock, a 1 o'clock, and a 3 o'clock. It is one price of $10 for an hour and a half, and all the games are set to free play. We developed the idea for the exhibit about 5 years ago, basically purely out of our enjoyment for arcade games and classic arcade cabinets, and purely for the love of wanting to restore these historic artifacts. The games came from basically actually all over the United States. They came from as far away as Idaho, Florida, New Jersey, Connecticut, Maine. I believe we have a couple pieces from Utah as well, from out in the West. And kind of all gathered them up all here. They were all, probably 90% of the original collection was not in working order. So it just took us a long time to kind of learn the ins and outs of restoring them and getting them back to working shape. Most popular games are always going to be your Asteroids, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Breakout, Cubert, Frogger, the classics, Donkey Kong, of course. What makes the exhibit so popular and why people are so drawn to it constantly over the last five or 6 years that we've actually brought it back and put it up again and, gone back and forth with it is plainly, I think, simply is that for me, it was actually for longing for my childhood. So I think a lot of people, it brings them back to being a kid at the arcade in the early 80s. What cabinet are we most proud of in the collection? Right now, probably our Computer Space. It's a very, very rare game. It is the first coin-operated video game ever made in the United States by Nolan Bushnell. Before he actually founded Atari and went on to Atari fame. He built that with Dabney over at Nutting Associates back in 1971. The majority of the cabinets we have in the collection are actually all authentic, or I wouldn't say all original, but all authentic. There are a couple of them that we have modernized over the last few years in order to kind of make the board set work or make it bomber. So we will take an old board set out that is either rotten or keeps dying on us, and we will replace it with a separate board set that is a modern board set that you might find in multicades, but we don't really build multicades. I think the timing and the return of the exhibit is hugely important for me on a personal level, because it's a love I have, and I want to see them out on display. I think it's important for our customers and for the following that we've developed over the last 5 years is because they love it just as much as I do. They love it just as much as myself and the employees here who have worked on it for the last 5 years. And they want to see it because it will bring them back. And, yes, we practice social distancing here, but it at least will give them a place to come to and socialize about something that they truly, truly love and have a true passion about.